So let's talk about the FBI and how many people are prohibited from owning firearms. What is up? My name is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist with AmmoLand.com, which is a great website where you can get all your 2A news at. I investigate the ATF, FBI, and all the other government agencies that want to violate your constitutional rights to bear arms. I also keep an eye on the industry to make sure they're not doing anything shady that would affect you negatively. I'm also the Virginia Director for Gun Owners of America, Washington's only no compromise gun lobby. If you like what I do here, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out with the algorithm. Today, we're going to be talking about the NICS Indices. The NICS Indices is something that the FBI publishes every month on the last day of the month, and it basically gives you an overview of the prohibited people on the NICS list. It doesn't give you names or anything like that, but it does tell you why they're on there, and some of the information is shocking. I did a comparison back to 2017, which is the earliest I could find of the NICS Indices, to see how much the list have grown or how much it have shrunk, and in what categories have expanded and what categories have shrunk. And I've found some really shocking things out that I want to share with you guys. Since 2017, the list has grown substantially. Back in July 31st of 2017, there was 16,754,593 prohibited people on the list. As of March 31st of this year, only a couple weeks ago, there's 23,657,951 people. That is a tremendous growth. And it breaks it down even more. By far, the largest category is illegal aliens, which makes sense because they're not allowed to own firearms if they're in the country illegally. That grew from 7,180,669 to 10,079,990. With the border crisis going on and Biden's no deport immigration policy, that number is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's not a shock, but what is a shock is the number of people that are considered mentally defective and cannot own firearms. That grew from 4,974,221 in 2017 to a staggering 6,480,865 people. That is 1.5 million people added to the list and 2.5% of the adult population of the United States. That is crazy. And that far outpaces the growth of the population of the United States. This number is staggering, but it's probably going to grow because Trump reversed a Obama decision to put people who cannot manage their finances and on Social Security on that list. Biden has already signaled that he's going to reactivate that clause. So that number is probably going to grow considerably. The next number on the list is people who committed felonies or serious misdemeanors that required them to go to prison for over 2 years. That number grew by 31%. It was 3,261,393 in 2017, and that grew to 4,685,248 in 2021. There was similar growth in people that are disqualified from buying guns for being a domestic abuser. That grew by 34%. That rose from 149,542 in 2017 to 227,489 in March of 2021. The people that the FBI prohibits from buying firearms for being a subject of restraining order rose slightly, but not too much. It was 68,669 in 2017, and that went up to 74,801 this year. So not much of a difference. A category that did grow by 47% is state prohibitor. A state prohibitor is a person that the state reports to NICS is not eligible to buy firearms for any number of reasons. That went up from 961,882 to 1.8 million people. That means that the states are reporting more people than the two NICS than ever before. I'm not sure exactly what that says, but I am keeping an eye on that, and I am trying to investigate it a little bit more. One interesting note on this whole thing is unlawful users addicted to controlled substances. That actually decreased by 43%. That went from 44,409 people in 2017 down to 25,275 this year. What I think is going on with that is that marijuana is being legalized across the country. That doesn't mean you can still smoke up and buy a gun. Legally, you're not supposed to be able to. But the feds will never know unless you get arrested for it and charged. So with a lot of these states like Colorado and my state, Virginia now, and Washington and all these other states that are legalizing weed, these people aren't getting arrested and not getting reported to NICS, so therefore they're not on the list. So that is kind of an interesting caveat to all this. I'm not sure what to make of it quite yet. I'm for the legalization of all drugs. I'm not going to use drugs, but I'm still for the legalization of all drugs. So that is a good thing. Overall, it's been really interesting taking a look at these lists. I left a link down below in the description, so if you want to check out these documents yourself and maybe investigate a little bit more, which I encourage you to do. I always encourage everyone to be investigative journalists. Go right ahead and do that. Good luck. You have permission to use the documents however you will choose to use them. All right, with that said, my name is John Crump. I am the Virginia Director of Gun Owners of America. I have a website, crumpy.com, where you can find these documents and much, much more. Check out my Patreon and check out my live channel where I do live chats with really, really interesting people. All right, with that said, that's it for today. Stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight, and I'm out. Peace be with you.